Whether you like it or don't like it, sit down and look at it because it's the best going today. Woo!
G5 Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video, support your boy. Support good content at all times. All social media is in the description box, and please hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I drop that heat. Now, I'm taking a look at the second DAZN card that's set up for the United States. It's going down October 20th, 2018 in Boston, Massachusetts, which is the hometown of one of the guys in the main event, and that's Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, who's going to be challenging UK's own Billy Joe Saunders for the WBO middleweight championship of the world. Now, off top, when I look at this card, this is a technical fighter's delight right here. If you like technical fighters, if you like guys that are experts at their craft, if you like guys that have the hit and don't get hit mentality, the thinking man's fighter, this is the card for you. This is the card for you. But disclaimer, if you like blood, sweat, and tears, two guys standing in a phone booth, Diego Corrales and Castillo, or Arturo Gotti, Mickey Ward type fights, and those are the only type of fights that you like, please hit the channel button and skip past this card, because you will not get that with this card. Now, I would say on this card, there's 3 of the top 10, I would say, just boxing skills, just defensively gifted fighters in the sport. And that's Billy Joe Saunders, Demetrius Andrade, and Philly's own Tevin Farmer. It doesn't get more technical than those 3 guys. But I look at the card, and is this a card that I would consider garbage? No, just off the fact of the main event. That main event that could go on any platform. Billy Joe Saunders and Demetrius Andrade. Now, Tevin Farmer, he's defending his IBF super featherweight title against James Tennyson. Now, that's not a real solid co-main event. I would say that's probably like the first fight of a main card, like on a Showtime or something like that. Katie Taylor's on the card. That's the IBF lightweight champion and the WBA lightweight champion of the world. She's going to be defending her titles. We got Danny O'Connor on the card. Scott Quigg should be on the card as well. Scott Quigg is a big name out there in the UK. And when I look at this card, I actually think that the DAZN first card is actually better than this card. But the thing that strikes me the most is 2 things. Number one, Tevin Farmer signed a multi-fight deal with DAZN and Eddie Hearn, and he's right back in the ring. Like, he just got finished beating down Billy Dib for the title that he should have already had prior to that, but he got robbed against Kenichi Ogawa on HBO. That was like back in December. And he's back to work. He's not waiting for Gervonta Tank Davis. He's not waiting for Mayweather Promotions. He's just going about his career and trying to make his own mark, and I commend that man for that. Hopefully, IV listening. Hopefully, I can get an interview with him or get an interview with his trainer. There's a whole bunch of questions I want to ask him, because for the people that don't know, Tevin Farmer started boxing at I think 18, 19 years old. But you look at his skill set, he been boxing since he was 2. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the most technically sound fighters in the sport. I would definitely say He's one of the top 10 technically sound fighters in the sport, hands down. And I think he's top 5 defensively. Top 5. He may be the top defensive fighter in the sport. He may be. I had to think about that. But off the top of my head, he may be the top defensive fighter in the sport. Now, the main event, Billy Joe Saunders versus Demetrius Andrade, is interesting because the UK guys don't have no problem coming to the States for a title defense or for a title shot. They don't have no problem with that at all. So I got much respect to the UK guys. You know what I'm saying? Much respect to them at the end of the day. Now, I know people might be looking and they're like, well, why would Billy Joe Saunders go to Demetrius Andrade's hometown? And this is no disrespect to Demetrius Andrade, but it's the truth. Demetrius Andrade's career has not been managed correctly. It hasn't been managed correctly for years. This is the first time he's gotten a real opportunity for a statement fight in his career. And he has spots of inactivity in his career. So I don't think Demetrius Andrade has enough juice to where he's going to get like a hometown advantage in a fight, even though he's fighting at home. Like, I think Billy Joe Saunders is going to get more than a fair shake in this particular fight. This is a great technical bout. I'm going to have to really sit down and do some homework on this one before I do a breakdown and prediction video, because I'm not even looking for these guys in prior fights, you know, in terms of their fighting style. I'm going to be searching for fights where they are actually the aggressor. Like, whichever guy fights best as being the aggressor and not being the counterpuncher is going to win this fight, because both of these guys are counterpunchers. So somebody's going to have to outwork somebody in that fight. So it's going to be a real interesting tactical fight, but it has the potential of being a boring fight. I mean, it is written all over the wall, this could be a boring fight. So which one of these guys is going to open up and make this an exciting fight? Now, for the boxing purists, this is going to be a good fight, but for the regular boxing fan, this might be a snoozer. So this card is definitely the weaker card out of the two, between the DAZN card that's on October 6th and this card that's going down on the 20th. But we have 3 top flight guys on this card in Billy Joe Saunders, Demetrius Andrade, and Tevin Farmer. And Billy Joe Saunders really, I mean, his stock really rose when he beat David Lemieux. And David Lemieux is not the best guy in the world, but the thing is a good measuring stick for a fighter. And he went in there and just styled all on David Lemieux. But the thing is, I think if Boo Boo Andrade fought David Lemieux, I think Boo Boo Andrade would have looked exactly the same. He did the exact same thing to David Lemieux. So, you know, Billy Joe Saunders coming off of the momentum of that. You know, he also fought a slick guy in Willie Monroe. So if you want an idea of how this fight might possibly go style-wise, that's a good fight to watch. So, you know, I'm interested in this card because I just like to see the top guys in the sport technically at work. Like, my favorite style fighters are guys that make you miss and make you pay. I don't like completely defensive fighters, but I like guys that make you miss, make you pay. Tevin Farmer makes you miss, make you pay. Billy Joe Saunders makes you miss, makes you pay. Demetrius Andrade makes you miss, makes you pay. Even if you want to take it back in the day, Pernell Whitaker makes you miss, makes you pay. James Toney makes you miss, makes you pay. Floyd Mayweather makes you miss, makes you pay. Y'all get the point. Those are my favorite style of fighters. So I'm going to be highly entertained with this card. But I'm really curious to see what y'all think of this card. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.